think, why don't we talk football? You know what the bookies and the pundits said now again? Cardiff is going to be relegated. But you can never know, in the Premier League. A KPI for him, just keep us in the league. The ball is round, so they say. Who will be number 1, who will be number 2, number 3, number 4? Maybe number 5 is Cardiff. I think my knowledge of football, in my opinion, is quite good. I've learned that what players are good, that we shouldn't overpay, and so we've done well. Like before we got promoted last season, we only spent 3 over million. People spend 50, 60 million, so we don't spend that much. And that is the result of knowing a lot more about the game, how to manage it well. So I think we manage it well. We don't have a lot of problems. We meet all the rules, because if you don't meet rules there, like you overspend, do certain things, you can get fined a lot of money. So we are. So I must say my knowledge is not bad. I understand the football world quite well. So 9 years of putting in lots of money certainly helped. You put in money, you have to learn. Close to 190 million pounds. Cardiff is very blessed to be able to get back to the Premier League. And if some of you remember, last season, all the bookies and the pundits say, at best, Cardiff can only be mid-table. That means like number 12 position. No way Cardiff will be promoted. So I say we are very blessed that we got lucky, we got promoted. And I think we have a good manager, Neil Warnock. He has a good track record. He's got 17 promoted before us. So this is his 8th team. So it was based on that track record that we took him. So I think we made a good decision. Personally, I think we have a good chance to stay in the league. Whatever people say about Neil, no experience in the Premier League and all this, well, he's taken 8 teams up. So I think he knows how to work with players. He knows how to make the best out of them. So I think we have a good chance to stay in the league. The first time we got promoted, there's still, I did some, what everyone say, controversial decision, like I changed the color, prior to the promotion. From blue, I changed it to red. And then, of course, when we got into the Premier League, the manager bought many players, which I found out later that we paid way over what, and it was like we found out that we are like the laughing stock to buy the players for that kind of money. And so we had tension during that first season. And then in the end, I got upset with him. So we have bad relationship with him, and that I think maybe in a way contributed to our being relegated. But this round is different. We are all united. The manager works closely with us. I have a lot of respect for him. He has respect for me, and we all work together. And then I've changed back. You all know I've gone back to blue. Not many people want to own football club. Expensive business. One thing lead to another. Somebody call and say Bosnia, so not a lot of money. The most money goes to Cardiff. The rest, like a couple of million euros. And Belgium, I put in a couple of million euros, and after that, never have to put money for 4 or 5 years because they managed to balance their book. Don't need new money. It's great. I've been sponsoring this for almost 9 years. Only 1 year, Ministry of Tourism paid, 3 million. For example, this year, actually we could. There were offers to give us 6 million for, some betting companies and what. I said no, I'll keep it to visit Malaysia. And we also wrote to the Ministry of Tourism. I think you should contribute, because when we are in the Premier League, only they do. And if we are not in the Premier League, we still put visit Malaysia. Malaysian government doesn't contribute. I think we promote Malaysia for many years. I think when we are in Premier League, it is fair that they should pay some money. It's easy to buy a club, not so easy to sell. There are proposals. In fact, most of my family members and friends all think, seeing that you put in so much money, maybe you should sell down now it's promoted. I believe that there is a chance to do well. You all know about fans in UK. If the team don't do well, everybody gets scolding. Owners, managers, players, everybody got. But if the team does well, everybody is good. So that's football fans. So if they get upset, they scold you, oh, don't bother. They are happy with you, just enjoy it. But don't get stressed by them. I don't know, his schedule is so tight. But he did went to Cardiff in 2014. In fact, I told him to the pitch, he kicked a ball also. Of course, I would love to have him come and watch a match in Cardiff. But knowing his schedule, it looks tough. Yeah, but of course, if he's in London at the right time, maybe can persuade him to come and watch. After all, this is the only Malaysian team in the EPL, right? Of course, we would like that Malaysians will support us as their second team. Some may be very patriotic, they want to support us as their first team. And of course, we would like to bring Malaysian to give them training opportunity. But for Malaysians to play in Cardiff, it is very difficult. You know some of the rules. I think Malaysia need to be in FIFA top 50 to be considered for visa. So if you are a national player, the ranking of FIFA, you must be top 50. You know, Malaysia is like 174. It's embarrassing to say, but really, I don't know how come we are so bad, so low. There's a lot of work that the country needs to do on this. And I hope the new minister, he is young, so maybe he needs good advice and work with FAM how to bring Malaysian to a higher level. I mean, look at those days, we could beat Korea. So I think the country should consider seriously to bring in some good players from overseas and seriously consider to give them citizenship so that one day they can play for our country. So I think the country has to think and make a decision and not be so strong in our views on nationalism in that sense. Because if they come here, become your citizen, doesn't mean it's still your citizen. After all, our great-grandfather came from China, they also eventually all become citizens.